We were just in the office.
Visitor center. So this is Ulysses Men's Barracks.
Okay. Yeah, enter here. It's early morning. Mike is working. Enzo's sleeping. All the cats are wandering around. And Lucy's watching her birdie. She's so excited, she's like quivering. We're all waiting for Mike to get off of work so we can go for a hike. Montezuma Quail Trail. 0.9 miles. Let's see how we do. And it's a 1.1 mile trail. It says it's generally considered a moderately challenging route and it takes an average of 34 minutes to complete. This means it goes straight uphill. There's our campsite. You have to look really carefully. Yep, this rocky little trail that goes straight uphill. And it has a few switchbacks. Back there was a bird blind area. We'll check that out later. It's kind of a hazy day today. It's still really nice and clear. Some more of those cool looking cactuses. And I can just barely see our rig in the distance. And we continue uphill. More sticker bushes. And we're going uphill. Okay. Hence the name, Davis Mountains State Park. It's all mountains. Lots of rocks. And steep uphills. A trail marker. See, we watched that one guy do this trail, and from the looks of the video, I had no idea he was climbing uphill. And it's really hard to tell in the video that you're actually climbing uphill. Enzo, you wanted a hike? You got one. That cactus, that's pretty cool. I got a prickly pear. And I got a real rocky patch. Not a lot of markers. Badly marked in spots.
This is this way.
Yeah. It does make a series of switchbacks, which they don't show on the map. Like this one. As you can see, we are way up here. Got a little bit more to go, and then it looks like we're not going to be on top. Yep, almost to the top. Here's another trail marker. Finally. And there's the Indian Lodge back there. I'm looking way down on my campsite. About even with Skyline Drive that's on the other mountain. And they have another trail marker. Wish they had them going up the hill. That would have been helpful. This is pretty. gorgeous view. And look really closely, you can see McDonald Observatory way in the distance. Here's another spot where it really doesn't really look like it's a trail. Just assuming it is. I was wondering, there's no trail markers or nothing. I'm walking on rocks. That's pretty. Only trees on this hill, pretty much. Oh, well, over here. It's just like you don't know it. There's a little
Looks like
trail
a grave
marker.
site.
Doesn't it? Yeah.
I know why, too.
Yeah, I know, really. We're way up here. Don't let the video fool you. We've climbed quite a bit. This is not a walk in the park. It's a climb. This is pretty. It'd be a nice place to have a picnic lunch or something. Except we didn't bring anything with us because we thought it was only going to be 0.9 miles. Ah, yeah, straight uphill. And now we're going downhill. Watch me trip. Still gorgeous views. You can see behind me. It goes way downhill. Actually, on both sides. Here's pretty too. Look at that. Okay. Now coming to the fork. One goes to the Indian Lodge. The other one goes back down to the campground. And here's a bench to sit on, which I'm going to do. Oh, sitting down for a second. That's the trail to the Indian Lodge, disappearing uphill somewhere. And we get to go downhill. Much better. Take a peek behind me. You see how pretty it is. Yep. Yeah. Now you can see it. Cool vantage point. Let's see. Now watch where I put my feet. A little vertigo. I feel like I'm gonna fall this cliff. But everything's a tiny dot. There's lots of loose rock, which makes it fun to go down the hill. So you really gotta watch where you're walking. And we're almost down to the bottom. And there's the Indian Lodge. You can actually see a piece of it. Looking back to where we came, probably can't even tell it goes downhill. But it does, trust me. It's a hiking trail. It actually has some actual stairs here. We're at the bottom. There you go. Wow. And I Nice little signs all over the place. Where to go? Very cool. And this is the bird blind. Isn't that beautiful? Look at this flood gauge. I guess it must roar down through here, go right across the road, and down over there. It's raining hard. That's pretty amazing. For those of us who don't have sewers, they got a dump station right there. Okay, we just got back from our hike. I'm sitting at the picnic table. Let's see. It says I did 5,865 steps and 2.45 miles. Felt like a lot more than that. All that climbing uphill. And there's Desi in the window. I see you. Let's see if he comes and runs over here. Oh, he disappeared. Lucy, what do you see at the window? Not talking, huh? Desi, on the other hand, is going to try to help Daddy.
Now he's trying to get to this other ball, thinking that there's something in it.
Here, that's your food. Eat your food. Oh, she keeps running away, coming back, running away, coming back. A pain in the neck.
Were you like a wild cat? You want to come up here and eat what mommy and daddy's eating and all?
Yeah, probably. This looks interesting. Chef Mike is making Big Macs on a tortilla. Mike is making his version of a Big Mac sauce. Look at Desi. He's just sitting right there like a statue. Yeah, she's still eating her food. Thank God. What else do you need?
Salt, pepper, maybe. Salt, pepper. And a little hot sauce. That's what's missing.
Mike's heating up the Blackstone. It's gotta be thin, huh?
See how thin that is?
Yeah, that is pretty thin. Okay. And it's on a tortilla. Okay, cool.
These are going to be Big Mac hamburgers, tacos style.
Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. All right. Can't forget the cheese. Now to put the top down so the cheese will melt. And look at that. Doesn't that look delicious?
There you go.
Looks like a Big Mac on a tortilla. Ta-da! One thin beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, pickles on a tortilla. And it was delicious. The next morning, we went to the Fort Davis National Historic Site. Oh yeah, I could have. Yeah.
Told you they love pets here. Anti-Enzo pet.
Yeah, I thought yeah, you might want to. You can go into the buildings. You can't get into the buildings otherwise. It's one of the best surviving examples of Indian War's frontier military post in the Southwest. From 1854 to 1891, Fort Davis was strategically located to protect immigrants, mail coaches, and freight wagons on the Trans-Petro portion of the San Antonio-El Paso Road. Should be exciting. The first place we went was into the office to purchase our tickets, and that's where we bought the senior pass. It's good for a lifetime, and it paid for our tickets. They have a great little museum that's in here behind the office. There is so much to see back here and understand how the life was way back when. I'm just going to give you some little video clips of it. You have to go see this for yourself. We were just in the office.
Visitor center. So this is Ulysses Men's Barracks.
Okay, enter here. The squad room. There was little privacy in barracks life. A soldier's bunk, footlocker, and bunk space were his only private territory. And the squad room. In the squad room during the summer of 1884, 26 men of Troop H, 10th Cavalry, slept, dressed, relaxed, and worked. The remainder of the company, 36 men, lived in the largest squad room behind you. The mess hall and kitchen were attached to the east side of the barracks to your right. Cool. Looking across the way, those are the officers' housing. Can we look in the window? See this? Yeah, you can. Okay. So we have wagons and tack. I have a Cullen saddle. A horse soldier of the 1st Mounted Regiments are not organized until in 1890. The orderly room. The orderly room served as both the 1st Sergeant's quarters and his troop office. This room was used by the 1st Sergeant, John F. Casey of Troop H, 10th Cavalry, in the summer of 1884. Casey was married, so most of his personal belongings were in one of the married soldiers' quarters in the perimeter of the post. Okay. Sorry. And these are all foundations. These are the enlisted men's barracks, 1877 to 1891. Okay. Yeah. And look at this, it's made of some sort of clay and straw. I don't know if they're rebuilding that or what. I think maybe they're rebuilding part of it. Of course, I'd have to get the carriage. It has more. Looks like they rebuilt part of it, There's more back there. Here's a better shot of the wagon. Cool. And this is the commissary. It was here from 1883 to 1891. And it stretches all the way back to those ruined walls. And this is one of the buildings you can actually go in. This is the commissary surgeon's office. There are buttons you can push to hear a little bit about the history.
Was charged with monitoring conditions at the fort and reporting their findings. Food was frequently an area of concern.
I have examined several cans of salt mackerel, labeled Guernsey and Company's Universal Tin Pale Salt Mackerel, which had been issued to troops at this post in lieu of bacon or fresh beef. The mackerel was rusty, rancid, and in my opinion, deleterious to the health of those using it. I therefore recommend no more of it be issued at this post.
Historic San Antonio, El Paso Road. El Paso's 200 miles, San Antonio's 400 miles. The Post Chapel, library, schoolroom, and Friday night ballroom. The sun-adored building was the community center. That's what it used to look like. I'm guessing from the skeleton.
But you're trying to save it.
Trying to put it back together again. You can see where they put the new bricks in. And they're trying to rebuild the front of it. Two-story officers' quarters?
Yes, that's what this is.
Oh, okay. I guess each floor was a different officer. Tonics, stimulants, and chips. Oh, it's the hospital. Okay. We're going to check out the hospital. This is the post hospital, 1876 to 1891. Hey, this is open. Real patients of Fort Davis, diagnosed and treated with 19th century medical instruments. Choose an instrument for each patient's treatment. Oh dear. He had pneumonia. Okay. And we bled him. Good God. She thinks she has rheumatoid in the leg. Oh, so we just cut it off. Damn. Oh, this must have been like a doctor's office. I guess he mixed medicines here. Or maybe this is the operating room. Who knows? I don't know. Okay, this is the post-surgeon's office. That was actually what I saw earlier. Okay. They have a really pretty fireplace. Tons of books. Interesting case with a skeleton. I don't know if you can see that. A desk. And I'm scared to ask if that was the operating room too. Ward number 1, 12 beds. From 1876 to 1891. Did you notice the high ceiling and large windows? Surgeon General required the hospital to provide 1,200 cubic feet of airspace per bed. This location, along with the extra large windows and tall ceiling, provided plentiful airflow for all patients in the North Ward. Okay. Well, that was an interesting tour of an 1890s hospital. That's a real eye-opener. That's the hospital at a distance. Let's go check out some of these officers' houses. These look pretty cool. I love these plantation shutters. This actually had a cellar.
These guys look good.
These are the officers.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that guy. They got a piano.
Yeah. They look good.
They got lamps. Clarinet. Did have cisterns. And that's.
Yeah, but the officers were allowed to bring their wives.
Yes, they were.
So a lot of these things have double beds in them.
Yeah. This goes into the dining room. Very nice. A little sewing room. That's sewing machine. Yeah. Double bed. And a chamber pot over here. A picture. Oh, looks like a child's bed too. This is master bedroom. This is probably the nicest house here. Commanding officer's quarters. All right. The building serves as a residence for the commanding officer. Construction of the house began in 1867 under the direction of Lieutenant Colonel Wesley Merritt, who was the first to move in and call it home. It's really pretty and very, very interesting. Fort Davis has been designated as a National Historic Landmark. Food and shelter. The lodges were generally built of willow, stuck into the ground and bent over to form together a round-top hut, but high enough for a man to sit upright in. Come join us in part 3 of this epic trip to Davis Mountains when we cheat and drive to the top of Skyline Drive to do a smaller loop hike of the Skyline CCC trails. If you like this video, please give us a like and subscribe and ring that little notification bell to get more of our videos. They come out usually every Saturday, so come join us as we explore this wonderful country. Have a great one.